and let me know right now if you can hear me. I'll be right back. One, two, check, check. Yeah, do me a favor. Let me know if you are there in the chat. Check, check. If you're there, please put a 1 in the chat. If you're able to hear me, please put a 1 in the chat. Thank you. One, two, check, check. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me, please. Because I can't hear it. Well, I can't see the chat. It's always something technical with these things here. Always. Let me see something real quick. All right. I think I'm gonna still get started. If you're here, if you can hear me. So I guess you've seen the topic. If you can hear me and the topics, please put a 1. So I guess you've seen the topic in the chat, please. Well, this is going to be a lesson for my young brothers and my young sisters. This topic is going to be basically a lesson for my young brothers and my young sisters who are planning to hook up and basically look for a partner, wife, or husband. This is for you. The Jeezy and Jenny Ma should definitely be a lesson when trying to become one. Some of the things possibly that you can do or not do. But first, before I go on, I need to know if you guys can hear me, because I was just on a little while ago and they couldn't hear the audio. So let me know if you can hear the audio. I appreciate it by putting a 1 in the chat. Thank you. I need you to put a 1 in the chat if you can hear the audio. I can't move on until I see that. If you can't hear me, I need to know if you can or not. Okay, good. Thank you, Tucker. I appreciate you for responding. Respect. Thanks a lot. All right. Okay, cool. All right. So now, I think her name is Janine Mai or May. Sound like something from, you know, a Chinese or Philippine or something like that. But my man Jeezy basically, if you haven't heard, Jeezy went for or filing for divorce with this young lady. And I think, you know, we don't really know every aspect of what's going on, but I wanted to come on and give you a little synopsis so that the younger generation can understand when you get together and hook up, you want to make sure you have a great understanding of what you're trying to do, and basically roles. There are roles. No matter what you do, there are roles in a relationship, and you're not going to get by saying things like, well, we're equal. You know, I heard her say something one time in an interview talking about they're equal. When a woman tell you, young brother, that they're equal to you, run. She's not the one for you, bro. I'm gonna keep it real with you. She's not the one. She's basically telling you that she's a man. No. Don't let no woman tell you, you little young bruh, that she's equal to you. No, not at all. Don't go for it. Don't go for it. She is not equal to you. That's one of the situations, or one of the things she mentioned. Also, she had mentioned that, first of all, she was married in a maybe 10 to 11 year marriage with a white guy. And she went on to say on one of her shows, I don't know if she made a mistake, but it seemed like she made a mistake. Now, mind you now, her and Jeezy only been married for about 2 years, have a newborn baby and everything. She married a white guy years back and was married to him for 10 years, some change. So on the show, she mentioned she liked her chocolate or dark meat, I would say dark meat, on the side. She slipped up and said that. Mind you now, she had a man who she was married to who wanted children, but she never wanted children at that time. And she never gave him children, so she basically divorced him. 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a woman who sabotaged the whole relationship or the marriage. They are the ones that's going to go for the divorce. Bottom line. To the young men, you got to know what you're getting into. You got to know the background of this woman. Vice versa. Young ladies, you got to know what you're getting into. You got to know the background of that man. But it looks like, you know, if a man divorces a woman, like I said, usually the woman divorces a man. Something is definitely wrong if he go for the divorce. Something is definitely wrong. Now here it is, you was with a man for almost 11 years, you never gave him children, and you just, you know, on social media and on your show, which is The View, expressing yourself, telling people that you like your main white, keeps you lean, you know what I mean? Keeps your white, your lean keeps you right. You know what I mean? But then you want your dark meat on the side. She slipped up and said that, and they was like, "What?" Y'all go check that out. Yeah, y'all check it out. And now there's a thing where she actually said a few things, which is, I'm gonna let you hear it. I'm gonna let you hear what Janine May said in an interview to show you that sometimes you gotta be careful what you're getting into, young brothers. Now, mind you, she controlled all her relationships a while back. She never really was in a relationship with a man who put his foot down. This is basically out of her mouth. She ran everything. But this is a little something she said. I'm going to play for you real quick.
Nobody ever called me out on it. I didn't notice that I had a hot temper until I got with Jeezy. And here's a person who is my equal and I really respect. And when I would spew some of my old habits, and he was like, like, who? That's not flying here. And also, it would trigger him to come back at me with things where I was like, who the f do you think you are? But I was triggering him. But he never told me to fix my temper. I just saw it and I thought, unless I want to stay in this place where I lose this person I love and I stay in my comfort zone of doing what I want to do and function the way I have for the last 40 years where nobody else had to stop me.
Which obviously has done quite well for you.
Right. I could have. But this was something greater that I wanted. And also a great challenge to myself to say, what if, now that I know it exists and the dragon's there, what if I got rid of that? How do I kill that dragon or store it in its place so that it never creates havoc in my life?
Just imagine what her first husband went through. Can you imagine? She basically admitting for the first time, basically she didn't realize she had a temper. Can you imagine what that man of 11 years went through with this woman who didn't realize she was a problem? So now she gets with a baller, someone who is alpha, and he wasn't having that shit. Real talk, he wasn't having it. He checked her on it a few times, but she has this independent mentality because, of course, she probably was here for a while in America, and you know the feminist movement is corrupting mostly a lot of the people in America, even if you're from a different nationality. If you're here, period, you're going to be corrupted by the feminist mindset. So I believe for some reason there's a lot of situations popping up out of nowhere, and it seemed like a certain spirit is going on, breaking up the people, man. And I truly believe that feminist mindset has put a Jezebel spirit in the world. Yeah. A spirit that want to control, run, belittle any authority when it comes to men. And that's been going on. And you're seeing it right in your face. Right in your face. She actually said that she didn't know that she had this type of this spirit, this type of attitude or energy or whatever the case may be. And she realized it while she was dealing with Jeezy. So of course he had to check her, and one thing led to another. There was also a situation where she I heard that, I'm just researching it myself today a little bit. He didn't want her to walk the kids to school, but or take the child to school, whatever the case may be, because he didn't want people to know where he lived. Right there, he was trying to give her some type of protection for her, him, the child, from where he lived. He was trying to give her that type of protection. That's one thing he wanted to do, was trying to do and make her see. But when you have an independent mindset, it's impossible for you to take any orders or instruction or guidance or advice. And when you can't do that, for the young women, when you can't do that, you will always have a problem with a man who is trying to give you some type of guidance, some type of advice, some type of provision, some type of protection. You're always going to have a problem. And young men, if you find that you're dealing with a woman in your early stages in your life and she's not cooperative, she don't have that energy of obeying, run. Don't waste no time. You in your 20s, get out of that, bro. Get out of that. She is not the one for you. She will always be disobedient, disrespectful, not cooperative. Keep it moving. Bottom line. Because the Jezebel spirit is running rampant in America. Bottom line. What you say, Cameron, I feel like you need to know. You need to know that person before you walk the path. You have to be equally yoked to be with the person and make that God's always in the middle of your marriage, or it will never work. Okay, I feel you. Great point, my brother. Great point. What you say, D. Montero, the sound is weary. Okay, does it sound like it's a buzzing or something? Let me know. Yeah, I had a little problem earlier. Something was going on with the sound. It wasn't even on. It was not even, it was like mute. So I am having a little issue here and there. All right, how's that? Is that a little better? Is that a little better? Let me know. Check, check. Is that a little better? 1 2 1 2. Check, check, check. Let me know if that's better. I do hear that buzz too. 1 2. Check, check, check. That sound a little better right there? Let me know if that sound better. Yeah, but don't allow if you know you don't like something when it comes to your other half, to my young brothers, make sure you check that right away. And that's basically what Jeezy did. Jeezy basically checked it, didn't like it. He's seeing that she had the independent mentality as time went on, and he checked it. He wanted to get up out of there and put in a divorce. And luckily, they had the prenuptials ready. You know what I mean? He ain't waste no time. You know, why waste time with someone you think that you realize is not going to be cooperative with you? It don't make sense. It don't make sense. And like I said, she admitted herself that she had a little issue. She didn't know she didn't have that little attitude about, snapping and all that stuff. He probably went in on her a few times. She never had that. She never had nobody to check her. Because most women think the relationship is for them. And that's a big problem. That's why a lot of them are single. They think the relationship is all about them. That's why most of them single. They don't want to do no work. They don't want to do no work. So to my young brothers, don't waste no time like Jeezy. Much love and respect. I just wanted to come on here real quick and give you that. And I'll talk to you guys soon. I got to check out this technical difficulties here. And I'll talk to you guys. Much love and respect. Peace. D.A.P.